yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They took it to 10. Hey.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials.
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Got his target, Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
It's caught. Lockett. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 35.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now it's Haskins. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
52's the mark, boy. 52. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, man. No, check it.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Carr. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 19-yard line.
On second down, it's Sanders. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throwing his car on third down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. So on fourth down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 20. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
On second down, here's Mixon. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they've punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
On second and 15 now. Carr, and he's able to get up here to the 26.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Now Haskins keeps himself up. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Carlton Davis speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on second down. Carr. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got him in. Complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 46 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second down now, Mixon. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. Now Joe Mixon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Carr going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Haskins taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyrone Crawford. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
On third and long, it's Carr. And that's caught by Smith. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. And even 50 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He finds Matthews. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. On second down, it's Sanders. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
What now? 180. I got it. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 29, Haskins, 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Mixon. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making...
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Detroit. Joe Mixon, 60 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game, now his second TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Carr. He'll get this one to his tight end. That's Jason Kroon. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Carr now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll go again with Sanders, and he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Hey, Zoo! Express! Mike 51! You must be getting better.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. And he hits his man, Matthews. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Carr. Got his man, it's Williams. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Mack, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Carr completes it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Let's go. At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one, 28 yards on the ground. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Mixon. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
From midfield now, Haskins. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 1. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Here's Carr to throw. And an alley to run. Two-score game here in the 4th, and that
strategy because we can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Open man is Samuel, complete. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Haskins to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Touchdown, Detroit. Matt Prater lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point good by Prater. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here we go with Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.
off the hook and you don't really want none. But if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a